The question is, was Larry Wheels using fake weights or not? I don't want to hear, well, maybe if he trained properly, possibly because my friend did it once and I think I could do it if I trained chest specifically for 2 weeks and the balance. Coach Greg, and did I get it wrong? Did I get it wrong? The Stallone fake weight challenge. Somebody completed it. They actually did it. So did they prove Coach Greg right? Of course they did. People think, oh, this is evidence that Greg's a moron. Nope. It just proves that I'm even righter than last time. Also, was Bradley Martyn and Larry Wheels lifting real weights after all? Well, the Lalas brothers put it to the test. So we're going to see, can they actually do this? And how does it prove that I'm right or wrong?
And stand up. Yeah, stand up. Yeah.
So they're practicing for the Stallone challenge, but they're not using fake weights. They're using real weights. They start off with the 10-pounders to warm up to do it right. Move on to 22 pounds, 33 pounds, and finally the 45-pounders. And they're not trying to cheat. They're trying to do it correctly, the hard way. And reminder, be careful. Guy down home named Mason. He lifted the 45-pounders up and pop! Hurt himself. Wasn't a pretty sight. So you need to be careful, especially if you don't warm up. This can be a 1 rep max of 10 or even heavier than you can do. And you shouldn't be lifting this kind of weight without properly warming up.
And he's thinking that it's fake weight, right? Okay, so we're gonna try to do the same. Well, not we. Marius will try to do the same.
And what did I say in a previous video? Unless you're a 300-pound plus world's strongest man type competitor, world strongman competitor, then probably not gonna be able to do it. 5'10", 325 pounds of muscle. The exact specimen of a human being that I said probably could do this. And can he in fact do it? Well, let's see.
15 kgs. Whoa.
And he does the 33 pounds, 15 kg, and it's easy. Because look at the size of this guy. World's strongest person, you would assume he could do it. I did it with 25 pounds. This guy's double my size. I'd assume he could do it with 50. So it makes sense that he can do this with no problem.
Wait. Oh.
Whoa.
Is that it?
Is that?
And just because he does it, he doesn't think that Stallone can do it.
I truly believe that he was lifting fake weights.
Yeah.
Because he's 75, 6 years, whatever. Yeah. Like, Marius is a 35-year-old.
One of the strongest guys in the world. Stallone, he's in his 70s. Not to say that Stallone is weak, but this is the specimen, one of the strongest men in the world. It's expected that a strongest person in the world could do it, but not a 70-something-year-old guy who's just on HRT. And yes, he did in fact do this, but even still, Stallone, he did it slower, took his time, made it even harder. I'm sure he could have done it slower like Stallone did, but you gotta admit, even this was easier than the way Stallone did it. Stallone, he took his time, grunted a little bit, and eventually got it up. This guy lifted it up real quick and stood up, which is in fact a little bit easier than how Stallone did. And I did notice that he didn't lift them up at the same time. He kept one on the ground and lifted with the other. Remember when I said you fall forward? Well, if you have one weight on the ground and you pick up with the other, it's not going to pull you forward because you're balancing off the other arm. Then when you get the weight up, you can then shoot up real quick. So yeah, that in fact did make it easier, but I'm just being pedantic. I'm not saying that he couldn't actually do it.
Greg Doucette, just not strong enough probably.
Yeah, it's quite possible.
It is what it is.
And he said, Greg Doucette, just not strong enough. Stallone fake weights. Well, frankly, I only weigh 192 pounds. If I had 100 plus pounds of body weight to hold me back, I probably could do it with the same level of strength that I have right now. So to a degree, I'm not strong enough, but I'm also not big enough. You take the strongest 190-pound person in the world, they're not doing it because they will fall forward. So one challenge down, but what about Bradley Martyn and Larry Wheels pressing 225 for 5 reps, one in the bench press, one doing a shoulder press? What about that? And like Larry Wheels, this guy also an arm wrestling powerhouse, great grip strength, and a world's strongest man type competitor. A straw man, a true straw man. Can this guy do it? And to prevent injury, look what they're doing. They're warming up. 95 pounds in each arm. Get used to it. Feel the weight. Properly warm up to prevent injuries. Don't just show up and say, load up 225 on each side, pass me the bar, and I'll see if I can do it. We don't want to see any pec tears. We don't want to see any injuries. And not surprising, 95 pounds for 5 reps, no problem. Over a 300-pound strawman competitor. Of course he can do 95 for 5. But what about a plate aside 60 kilos or about 135 pounds here in North America?
Okay, go. I'm off. Yeah. Down. 2. 3. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's go. Yeah. Okay.
And shocker, the balance is harder than the pressing. You thought this was just purely a strength challenge? Do you know the balance involved? So he got 3 reps with 1 plate on each side. 3 reps. I'm telling you, if you go and press a plate aside for a set of 5, that's impressive. He got 3 reps, didn't look hard, but said, it's a difficult balance challenge. So could Bradley Martyn do 2 plates? This only 1. Well, we're not done yet. Let's see how he handles the next weight.
You being a big fan of Greg Doucette.
I am. More plays, more days. Greg Doucette. Love most of their videos.
And he says he's a fan of Coach Greg and more plates, more dates. Derek watches most of our videos. And he says, is Greg exaggerating how difficult this is? Well, we are about to find out.
It will prove that he's wrong.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
So what's that?
So his brother's saying, yeah, we're going to prove that he's wrong. But the brother's like, no, he's not wrong. We're going to see what happens. He's saying, we don't think Bradley Martyn can lift this much. If you can't lift this much, then Bradley Martyn probably can't do it either. That would prove I'm right.
Who's the other guy?
Bradley Martyn?
Yeah.
He's influencer.
He's
the influencer.
He's the owner of Zoo Culture.
Yes.
Which is a gym, a private gym in LA.
Okay.
And he's never heard of Bradley Martyn, but his brother has. And he's like, who's Bradley Martyn? Oh, he owns Zoo Culture. He's like, oh, okay. Pretty sure that didn't help him. But to say he jumped out of a pool, he's about 6'5", a supreme athlete, strong guy. But is he in fact strong enough to handle 225 balancing it for 5 reps? No, of course not. If he was, probably be a world's strongest man competitor.
He never competed in...
He competed in bodybuilding competition a few years ago, but that's before he came out.
Lifting weights, I mean.
Yeah, okay.
Not bodybuilding. Bodybuilding is a beauty pageant.
Okay.
I mean, well, that is a good point. But although bodybuilding is a beauty pageant, you do need to lift weights to get that beauty. So they are in fact strong, and Bradley is a freaking strong dude. I'm not saying he's weak. I'm in fact using Bradley Martyn as an example of somebody who's extremely strong, gifted athlete, and even he couldn't do it. My point is we're being bombarded by images, pictures, videos of people doing extraordinary challenges, but it's not real, all in the hopes to get views. More spews for more views. The more outlandish it is, the more people are going to watch it. So he has 80 kilograms or 176 pounds in each hand. That's 50 pounds less than Bradley Martyn claimed to have. 50 pounds less in each hand for a total of 100 pounds less. World's strongest man, 325 pounds of muscle. Can he get the 5 reps?
Okay. Yeah. 1. Give me a second. Pop. Yeah, okay. There we go. I think it's possible.
You think it's possible?
I think it's possible.
And he completes 2 reps, and what do they say after? Oh, I think it's possible. So because your brother got 2 reps and he's a freakishly strong guy, that Bradley Martyn could get 5 with 50 more pounds. That's like saying, I'm an Olympic athlete, I ran the 100 meters in 9.9, so probably somebody could run it at 8.9. It doesn't work like that, especially when you're literally stronger than the person you're saying can do more than you.
He might be wrong about this one as well.
Really?
Yeah.
So he's saying he might be wrong about this one as well, but really, was I wrong about the first one, about Sylvester Stallone using fake plates? No, he was using fake plates. And the second one, Bradley Martyn, I said, probably has a plate aside, the other one's fake. Does it look like I'm wrong? Do you really think that Bradley Martyn did 225 for a set of 5 in each arm? That he's much stronger than a world's strongest man competitor who outweighs him by over 50 pounds and is a strongman athlete for a living, while Bradley Martyn competed in a beauty pageant? If you take a 400 pound world's strongest man competitor and they do a set of 5, I'm not going to say it's fake weights. I'm saying Bradley Martyn was using fake plates.
Is he stronger than Marius?
No way.
No.
No way.
No way.
And is Bradley Martyn stronger than Marius? No way. So how does that prove that I'm wrong if Marius can't do it and Bradley was showing video of him doing it? Think it shows that I'm right.
I think he might be using fake weights.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But that's a maybe.
He says, I think Bradley Martyn might be using fake weights. Maybe. That would be like saying, I think Jeff Cavalier maybe was using fake plates when he deadlifted at 500 pounds. Or when Jeff Cavalier was bench pressing 3 plates with that weird form. Lalas brothers, please watch Jeff Cavalier lifting fake plates. We've shown videos of that. Let me know, do you think that Jeff Cavalier was lifting fake plates? I know a lot of people can bench press 3 plates, and a lot of people can deadlift 5 plates. Just because a lot of people can do it doesn't mean he did. Sorry, Jeff Cavalier fans, I'm not letting it go away.
Larry definitely, probably
100%, yeah.
probably did it. But the only problem is...
So what about Larry Wheels? Well, this is literally what he said. I think Larry definitely, probably said probably didn't, but there's problem is. Well, I'm reading it off the screen. Larry definitely, probably said probably didn't, but there's the only problem is.
In the video, the weights look different.
Yeah, look different.
That the weights, they look different from the front to the back. So what up with that? You see, just because it's possible for a human being to lift something doesn't mean they actually lifted that thing. Just because it's possible that a person in the world can do it doesn't mean the person in that video did. That is my point, and I'm saying I can tell it's fake. Not because the weight's too much, but because how it was done, the ease of how it was done, and the spotters involved in helping to do the lift. You can tell by how heavy something is on a handoff or a grab and what's going on in the lift. How easy did it flow up? What struggle was there? What problems were there with balance? You can just tell by watching it in the video.
Larry definitely, probably
100%, yeah.
probably did it.
Larry definitely, probably, maybe, probably, might have, for sure. There's a chance he did it. Is that not what you just heard them say? See, with Coach Greg, it's black or white. It's one or the other. I'm not going to be lukewarm and say, maybe. That's what everyone does. They're pussies. They can't pick a side. Was Larry lifting fake weights or not? Maybe he was. The question is, was Larry Wheels using fake weights or not? I'm saying he was using fake weights. I don't want to hear, well, maybe if he trained properly, possibly because my friend did it once and I think I could do it if I trained chest specifically for 2 weeks and the balance didn't affect. Did he do it or not? He used fake weights.
He's a good
He's a good presser. He
but
has
he
really
leaves,
strong
he
chest.
leaves that, like, sort of, for people, he leaves the question. Yes.
So that's the problem. You see, Larry Wheels so strong. Have I ever downplayed his strength? Brag him up all the time as being one of the strongest guys ever. One of the strongest in the world, but yet I still say it's fake weights. See, that's the problem. You're continuously showing things that are fake. So you're thinking, I saw this Brad Castleberry doing this freaky thing, and there was this Bradley Martyn and Larry Wheels, and so the next person that comes along, maybe it's Coach Greg, and he does it, and you're thinking, well, I think Greg could do it. The guy has a world record. He set records in the Guinness book. He probably could do it. Meanwhile, had you not seen those videos of people lifting fake weights, you'd be thinking, wait a minute, is this April Fool's? Could Coach Greg actually lift that much weight? I'm calling him out because you wouldn't have seen those previous fake videos. Those videos desensitize you to thinking maybe it's possible. You see in movies, people lifting crazy weights, freakish physiques, and you think, well, maybe it's possible. It's like when you see Ronnie Coleman, Jay Cutler, Big Ramy, the largest bodies in the world, and you think, well, why couldn't someone be 240 pounds natural at 5'10"? I mean, some guys are 280, so maybe natural they'd be 240 shredded. So you're thinking, well, Mike O'Hearn, he's in his 50s, but he's not as big as Big Ramy, so probably natural. Probably just has trenbolone sandwiches. That's all. He just eats properly. You know, the trenbolone sandwiches, they're high protein, healthy fats, and proper carb ratios. Probably eats it after 12, probably drinks 4 liters of water, and can eat anything he wants and be in a deficit just so long as you don't feed him after midnight, because then he might become a gremlin. That's what you're thinking, because you've seen so many freaking shows that trick you. So that is my point. Larry Wheels also lifting fake weights. You don't believe me? Let's see him do it with real weights. Somebody watch him do it with fake weights, post a video, and I'll say I'm a moron. Just do it. Let's see it happen.
Larry Wheels did it. I think he did it like a shoulder press, which would be the same.
Yeah.
No, you really think that people can lift as much weight on a shoulder press as on a chest press? Look at the world records. I mean, why don't people use logic? The world record for the bench press, well over 700 pounds. Has anyone done well over 700 pounds on a shoulder press? No, not even close. So why would you think it's the same thing? It's way harder to do a shoulder press than a bench press. How many of you are out there shoulder pressing as much as you're bench pressing? Not many. That's why he couldn't do it. Use some logic.
I think Larry Wheels, yes.
Bradley Martyn.
Yeah, 50-50.
Yet he watches Coach Greg, and what percentage of the time am I right? So just take my word for it, Lalas brothers. Trust me. Both fake weights. 50-50 Bradley Martyn. Why not? Let's give him a chance. 1 in 1,000. About the same odds that I could beat Adesanya in a kickboxing match. There's some real stats for you. Ending it here. GregDoucette.com for coaching. Greg Doucette IP Pro. Watch one of those bloops. Pick your choice of favorites and watch one of them. It's not fake. It's a real video. Subscribe. Click the bell button. Don't forget to buy my freaking cookbook to keep you in the shape of your life, help you lose weight. And until next time, I'm out.